Hey everyone, Brian from Three Geeky Dads here. Before we begin tonight's episode, I just want everyone to know that we are now sponsored by Audible. As an IT professional for a school department, I find myself behind the wheel of my car traveling between schools almost all day long, and that's where Audible comes in. Right now, I'm enjoying listening to Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, read by Stephen Fry. It's so enjoyable to hear this hilarious audiobook read by a proper British comic actor. And that's just scratching the surface. Audible is the leading provider of spoken word content, with everything from bestsellers, celebrity memoirs, and news to podcasts. Yes, if you're into podcasts, and you're listening to us right now, so we can assume you do, Audible has got you covered. Just go to www.audibletrial.com/3GD to get your free 30-day trial today. That's www.audibletrial.com/3GD to get your free 30-day trial. You'll get 1 credit, 2 credits if you're already an Amazon Prime member. That's good for any premium selection titles you like, and they're yours to keep. You also get the Audible Plus catalog of podcasts, audiobooks, guided wellness, and Audible originals. Listen all you want. No credits needed. Again, that's www.audibletrial.com/3GD. $14.95 a month after your 30-day trial. Cancel at any time. Audible. Stay informed, connected, and inspired. And now, on with the show.
Warning, incoming dad joke. Warning, incoming dad joke.
Hey guys, yesterday I changed my ringtone.
Oh, what'd you change it to?
Yeah.
Oh, just a lighter shade of pale. Just, a little.
Are
It was
we
a little
talking about your phone,
too
or
brown.
did you bleach your asshole?
You bleached your asshole again.
Ever look into the sun, Brian?
It's winking at me.
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
It was like a pink nightmare.
Christmas as a Yule log. Not a log, I don't have a log, but it's...
All that I have, all that I've learned, everything I feel, all this and more I bequeath you, my son.
Your father was Frankenstein, and your mother was the Lightning.
We named the dog Indiana.
I am your father.
It's gross. Bunch of gross men on this show. Hello and welcome to another thrilling episode of Three Geeky Dads, the show where one of the dads evidently bleaches his asshole.
It's me. It's me. I'm the guy.
me.
I'm the dad.
It's Derek. Send all your comments, complaints, or questions to Derek Raynard of Three Geeky Dads. Welcome. I am Mark, and with me, as always, are the songs sung to my blue,
Derek.
And Brian.
and joining us, as always, to say, hey, you know what? He's not here. Tito's not here this week. He had a family obligation,
Yep.
so he will be back with us next week. But we do have someone in his place, a very special guest star. He's been on the show many times before. You know him as Josh Dahlin, which is good because we know him as the same. Welcome back, Josh Dahlin.
Oh, darling.
To Three Geeky Dads.
Yay. What's up, Dahlin?
Is that why he's not here? 'Cause I'm here?
No, but it's why I bleached my asshole.
That's why Tito's not here. He found out about Derek a little earlier. He's like, I'm not doing this shit.
No, the problem is he bleached it.
Show and tell, Derek. Show and tell.
He got sick. He looked into the sun.
Special show and tell episode, folks.
As long as it's not show and touch.
What'd you say?
Scratch and
Did you
sniff.
say I think it's winking at me? Ew. That's where poop comes from. Hey, how's everybody doing? Huh?
Great now.
We're here.
Yeah. Here
lot
we
better.
are.
Lot
We
better.
got the shit talk out of the way, literally, and
That concludes the sports section of our show.
That's right, my tight end.
Speaking of sports though.
Sports.
Are you
Yes.
ready for some football?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
I am.
It's on the way. I am ready.
All the
for some
preseason
football.
games are over.
I am ready to watch 5 minutes of the Patriots get frustrated and watch something else. That is probably what
have
will
faith in Vrabel.
No, I will. I have faith in Vrabel.
Who's Vrabel? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I know.
He's Frable with the cable. So tonight we were supposed to be talking about War of the Worlds, and we cannot. Again, Tito is unable to join us, and we need him for this one because we're doing a whole drink till it's good thing. So we had to come up with this episode kind of on the fly. So we're working without a net, ladies and gentlemen, and that is why I am stuttering right now to find my next words. So tonight we're going to be... So we have Josh on the show, and Josh Dahlin is notorious for showing me bad films. And I am notorious for showing these clowns bad films. I think it's why Josh and I, we hit it off so well. We're kindred spirits when it comes to searching for bad movies. And I don't mean movies that are so bad they're good. I'm not talking about The Room, Plan 9 from Outer Space. We've talked about all that. We look for bad films. We challenge. We see how much we can take. And why do we do that? It's a genre. It's embraced by many film buffs who go and waste a lot of time doing this, but we love doing it. Why do we do it? And that's going to be our main course for tonight. We're going to be discussing why we love bad film, or why are we friends with people who like bad? That's for Tito.
Why do we keep coming back for more?
Why do we invite this asshole who brings every freaking bad movie?
The unbleached asshole.
The unbleached asshole. Yes. Tonight we'll be talking about the unbleached asshole
in the room
of cinema. Wow. And Josh Dahlin will be joining us for that.
I could see why Tito didn't come.
Phrasing?
No, he didn't.
Sometimes not at all.
And I knew you were there was a joke somewhere I couldn't find it. Again, without a net, on the fly. Don't talk, fly. But before we get into talking about crappy movies and butts and assholes and anything else and anuses, Uranus.
That's a little gay. Hold on.
But before we talk about bad movies, our own chef of Jesus Christ, I need to write this stuff down, Brian, has prepared a yummy appetizer to start us off. Go ahead, Brian.
Look, there's a little problem with the, look, this miniature bread. It's like, I've been working with this now for about half an hour, and I can't figure out, let's say I want a bite, right? You got this.
You'd like bigger bread?
Exactly. I don't understand how...
You could fold this, though. I mean,
no, then it's half the size.
No, not the bread.
But then if you keep folding it, it keeps breaking.
Why would you keep
and then
folding it?
everything has to be folded, and then it's this. And I don't want this. I want large bread so that I can put this, so then it's like this.
Yeah.
But this doesn't work because then it's all...
Because it hangs out like that.
Look.
Yeah.
Would you be holding
No,
this?
I wouldn't want to eat. I wouldn't want to put that in my mouth.
All right.
Hey, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Mark.
Oh, good luck.
And welcome back to the show, Josh. Like Mark said, we've got Josh Dahlin back on the show. And as you may know, if you're a longtime listener, we have been a participant in Josh's Dark Arts Festival. This is coming up on the 3rd annual Dark Arts Festival that Josh has been putting on. Josh does an excellent job orchestrating everything. He runs around like a madman behind the scenes, and everything just comes together perfectly. It's chaotic and crazy, I'm sure, to Josh, but to those who are attending and to those of us who are vendors, we have a hell of a time, and it's all due to this man and Josh. Tell us a little bit about this year's upcoming Dark Arts Festival, please.
Oh, boy. Wet my whistle.
Yeah.
And leave your asshole out of it.
It's funny. I actually own Horror Depot. That is my real brand.
That's right.
And the Dark Arts Festival I just took when I was doing a podcast with somebody else. We were in a group, and then I left, and part of the agreement was I got to take that with me. It was my baby. I came up with it. Then somebody else actually named it, and it just stuck. So I have it trademarked, copyrighted, and all that good stuff. And this is the 3rd year. So it has grown exponentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started it like literally at a brewery was 1 year. And I just had vendors. Then the next year was at Battlegrounds. And that's when you guys came on.
Yep.
And that's when it was officially mine. It's a wild journey. Like I had Sam and Maddie that we were just talking about. Spring Break Zombie Massacre. And then the year after that, I had Bryce Roquette, who's autistic, but man, what a great guy.
Yeah.
He showed his film that he made me be part of. He was like, you need to be in this. And I love him. He writes, directs, he shot it, he edited it, and he'll be doing a film this year called Charleston. So that is the prequel to the one last year because it's so successful.
Nice.
So I needed a bigger spot than last year. Last year, I mean, it was okay. I had about 700 people on election year. And I don't know if you guys know, Motif was actually outside doing
I do remember that.
Right. Yeah. So I got messages, like a lot of people were messaging me. I showed up and it was nothing like what I wanted.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, because you didn't go inside. Yeah. Like I was inside.
Yeah.
So so I was looking for a bigger venue to do more things. I actually called Rhode Island School of Design. They said they did not have the space. And then 3 weeks later, they called me back and they're like, are you the Dark Arts Festival guy? Yeah. Yeah. Like, are you the Dark Arts Festival guy? I'm like, maybe.
Like, it all depends on what your next
calling me for.
is.
Where's this conversation going?
And they offered me space outside and inside.
Awesome.
So 20 Washington Place inside, I have you guys. And all abilities art classes are going to be going on in there. I have maybe 35 vendors and a couple of celebrities. So that's nice. Severity Stone from Dragula 666. She's local. She's like my #1 celebrity. And she'll be doing a drag show later.
Nice.
Bryce Choquette, who's doing his world premiere of Charleston. And then I have the Dark Echoes Paranormal, which is like... They're like the #1 paranormal show and ghost hunting show.
Nice.
And then I have Tom D'Agostino and Arlene, just because I love them. Yeah. And they do such good presentations, and they're really helpful. They bring in a lot of people. And he's like written 18 books at this point. So yeah, he'll be doing a presentation too. And then across the street, I have from Washington to College, I have all the Providence Walkway and the Market Square.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I have
a good space.
Man, all together. Are you playing footsie?
I'm kicking you. I'm sorry.
You're turning my on all this horror.
All this talk of horror has just got me erect.
Oh my.
That wasn't Mark's foot.
That wasn't my foot.
Derek, pull your pants up.
That's nasty.
So yeah, so outside, I have a performance area outside, 3 food trucks. Dell's Lemonade is going to be there with their little cart. Altogether, I think there's like 85 spaces, but maybe around 100 different artists, authors. Like I have an author alley inside, publishers, and filmmakers, of course. So I even have a couple of tarot people, a Reiki guy. It's quite extensive this year.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's pretty good. And then I have the auditorium, and that's where all the stage shows will happen. So I have outside performers, a stage show, and everything else that I just mentioned.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's like triple the size this year. I'm really
Keeps
excited.
getting bigger.
It usually does. That's how it works.
Yeah, man.
The more you feed it.
But seriously, in all reality, I did not expect it to, like, everybody really, like, obviously it's it's more money this year. There's thank you to my sponsors. I'll shout them all out.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Candy's Curiosities, the #1 oddities lady in all of Rhode Island. Scary Acres. They're doing a costume contest at 2 p.m. by the way.
Yep.
They'll have their props inside and photo ops and stuff like that. Then this year, Scars Magazine. So the new magazine has dark reads in it and clay zombies. So I would highly suggest you pick that up because I'm in there twice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Horror Depot's mentioned twice. We have a partnership. He was bringing it back. I said, well, if you cover all my events, I'll give you complete access to everything. So he'll be covering everything at the event. So that's pretty cool. And then
wait for it.
Anderson Doors and Windows. Yeah.
Because how are you going to escape a murderer? Are you going to go through the window or the door?
And,
never run upstairs. Just never run upstairs.
So if you need to escape a killer, you need a door that will open.
That's right.
That's where Anderson comes in.
That's right. There you go.
I've been needing a new sliding door for like 7 or 8 years now. I think I'll go over to that table and be like, hey.
Please do. Yeah, they were really awesome.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, like when, I don't know how it happened, but somehow we ended up talking and they're like, hey, we were thinking of sponsoring your event. And I was like, okay. I'm like, it's at Rhode Island School of Design. I mean, my core audience is middle-aged guys or and women. So it makes sense, but being at the Rhode Island School of Design, I'm going to get an influx of college kids.
Right.
And I had told them that. I said, just so you know. But they're like, nah, we're willing to take the chance. And I was like, well, I'm willing to take your money. And I appreciate
They got parents, don't they?
right?
This sounds like the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
No, but so when I find sponsors and things, I want to make sure that it works both ways.
Right.
You can't just be like, oh yeah, I'll take your money and you can get absolutely nothing out of this.
Right. Which you're always a good proponent of that. Ever since I've met you, like I just see how much you try to lift everybody else and kind of let them shine, and it's the biggest draw to me.
Yeah, it's admirable,
from me
man.
to you. Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, we're all in this together.
Absolutely.
Right? Like a lot of people don't understand that, and a lot of people also don't understand. Like, here's what I love, because I do this festival. Everybody's like, "Wow, you run a festival." I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not Bill Gates." You know what I mean? Right. My output, pretty much almost my input. I don't make a killing here, and I don't make a killing because I sacrifice space to do an all abilities art class. Right? I mean, like, there's no outlet for a
lot of people.
Yeah, like really. And this is the third year in a row with an adult with a disability technically showing film, and that's how I want it. I want it to be open and accessible to everybody.
Yeah.
And the building they originally gave me was an entire classroom building, and I was like, yeah, that's not accessible enough.
Yeah.
Plus, it was like rooms, so you have to.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was like a main.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, yeah, if certain vendors are in one room, people might not walk in. Whereas if it's been a big open room, and if you can't get a wheelchair in there, I don't want the building. Right. So then they gave me a different building, and as expensive as it is, it's like half
Worth
the
it.
price of what it should be.
Mm-hmm.
So
Awesome.
here, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
And I really vet everybody. A few got in this year. I tried to outsource that to a different agency, and I had a no list of people that couldn't get in. Either they sold the same thing as somebody else, or there was a problem in the past, or whatever. And she accidentally sent the link to all of them.
Everybody. Oh, no.
So I refunded 2 or 3 people. I was like, yeah, you absolutely are not welcome here. And other people, I was like, okay, I'm going to be honest. You paid. Like, here's what you're selling, and I have 2 other people selling the same thing. So you might not make as much money selling this. I would suggest you switch to this.
Yeah.
If they listen, they listen. If they don't, they don't. But
I mean, you see that a lot at a lot of conventions and stuff and shows. There's usually a few tables that are very similar.
Yeah,
But it's really the ball's in their court. They got to really sell. They got to get out there and be personable and draw people to their table versus,
Or I could just stand there and be like, Mark has the best art.
It worked at the last show. I don't know what
Do you
did,
know who
but
this guy is?
That's exactly what he did. He's sitting there talking. Some people came over, started looking at stuff. He's like, hey, awesome art, huh?
And,
Yeah. It's like, kind of art you want to buy, huh? It's that good.
some other guy on the other end of the con was like, hey, you know where I could get a comic sleeve, like a comic sleeve? And I was like, I know a guy who makes comics. Do you want to see him? And he's like, yeah, I guess. I was like, well, follow me. And he ended up buying stuff.
He
right?
bought, he bought it. Well, he felt he had to.
Guilt is a hell of a motivator, isn't it, Mark?
Well, it wasn't me. It was guilting him.
I know, but it still works.
So,
I was just standing there like,
Josh comes over. He's like, hey, Mark, you got a bag and a board for this guy? He needs it. I'm like, yeah, sure. I have one. I found one. And he's like, are these your comics? I'm like, yeah. And Josh is like, yeah.
And I'm just standing there looking at him.
He's like
they're
looking
really
at him.
nice.
You can see him noodling in his head. If I don't get this, I'm an asshole. They're staring right at me.
I would have spelled it out for him. I would have been like, well, you can have one of these these boards and sleeves if you want, but you got to buy something first.
Now you're obligated.
Yeah, right.
I'm getting a little bit better at it, though. When people come up and take pictures, which drives me nuts when people do this, by the way. People don't do this to artists.
You don't like that?
When you
it's like stealing the artwork for free.
when you go up and take a picture of a print I have on display,
well, yeah, no, I wouldn't
you
do
snap a pic of it. Sometimes they just do it, and at first I didn't say anything, but it gnawed at me. And then, like, from last year to whenever anybody does it, I'm like, hey, you could just buy one for $10.
Yeah.
You cheap bastard.
Buy a picture, it'll last longer.
So every year's a learning experience. But yeah, Josh, you just got to hang out at my table the whole time. I know you have a whole convention to worry about, but
We're carnival bark for you.
Josh can orchestrate the whole thing from your table.
absolutely.
So I got walkie-talkies this year.
See?
Oh, perfect.
So-
He doesn't have to walk around.
Be like,
Yeah.
Josh, the well's running dry here. Come over here and do something. will ya?"
So I have a stage manager.
This is Mark. It's over.
Supply me with things people would need in general: bags and boards, band-aids.
You need a first aid kit? It's over there at the
I know a
3GD
guy.
table.
Excuse me, do you have a band-aid? Yeah. Check out those werewolf with a chain. A lot of band-aids needed in that comic book.
You know who needs band-aids?
Yeah.
The victims in these comics.
Right.
Have you read this? Yeah.
Check it out.
Oh, you need a bag. Oh, well, this fits comic books, which I happen to have, by the way.
See, you guys get it. You guys get it.
Yeah.
Why aren't you helping him?
right.
Come on. You
a
ought to be
little
ashamed
bit.
of yourself.
They-
I'm calling
listen,
you out.
They help
Calling
me
you
enough.
out.
They help me more than enough. They haven't killed me yet. I mean, they've paid their dues.
They knew what they were getting into. I say, let them crash.
This is your job now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Speaking of writers, and you also do the Horror Depot does, right? The horror author stuff.
Yeah. I changed the name. So here's something funny. I went to my lawyer, who has since retired. Right, he got very sick. I wish him the best, Dante. If you're listening, I love you. I hope you feel better. Yeah, he got very sick and was forced into retirement. However, he said, I was like, hey, I want to do an author con, but I don't have the money for the name right now. And he said, use your name, like Horror Depot, and if you just put it after, like before that, no one can technically sue you.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, okay. And he's like, plus, if somebody owns AuthorCon, it'll cost so much money. And I was like, okay. So I did that, and Brian Keene owns AuthorCon. The Scares That Care owns AuthorCon.
Yep.
So he said on a public post, you should never call yourself blah, blah, AuthorCon because you're ripping us off. And I was like, not my intention to piss people off. Right. So if I rubbed them the wrong way, I tried to message him to be like, hey, look, I'll change the name. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I just did it this one time to like try to do something cool around here. It's not solidified. I don't have it copywritten. Like, I get that.
Right.
And I don't want to step on in people's toes. Like, I get you own it, so whatever. And I like his work.
Yeah.
So plus he does the Scares That Care as a nonprofit. So like, I'm not going to piss off a nonprofit. You know what I mean? So I was like, oh, I'll just change the name next year. And I did. So I trademarked Dark Reads. And so and Christine Rigo that did the goth girl for Dark Arts Festival, she did the girl for Dark Reads as well.
Cool.
So I use real artists, of course.
Yes, you do.
And last year was really good. It was tough at the college because I was trying to get a hold of people to market and do things at the college, but there was a heavy turnover because it was an election year.
Yeah.
So I was unaware of that, and I was like, one of the authors was a professor, and I'm like, hey, how come I can't get a hold of anybody here? What the hell? And she's like, it's an election year. Half the people left.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, like, why didn't you tell me?
Damn you, politics!
But throughout the year, Josh, you do like the things at the library, right? The readings.
Yeah. So there's tons of stuff
Because
that
there's
I do.
one that I know. I actually, Tom Reimer, who
we
mentioned
Guys.
a couple of weeks ago.
So
they did one for Bowie Guys.
Awesome.
He's
that's
wicked
the second time he's been there. So that isn't my group. But
I always thought it was you.
No, Shauna runs it, and her and I were talking. I always wanted to do a horror book group,
Yeah.
Right. But I'm so busy. Like I have a full-time job. I have a family. I have a house. Like I run a business. I don't have time to do a book club too. I'll read a book, but I don't have the time to organize something else that, and something like that, like business-wise, it's not going to be profitable. And I know me, and I will put a lot into it to get nothing out of it except a book.
Right.
You know? And I'm the type of guy that's like, oh yeah, I'll throw all my money and all my time and all my effort into this. And, you know, I can read a book, you know? But when I talked to her, I was like, hey, listen, I will support you in any way I can. So I have an LLC, so I can write off things if she needs them. And I have access to, obviously, tons of authors because I do, you know, the dark reads.
Yeah.
And I have a list of like 150 authors or something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, there's
So,
a lot
like,
of them out there. I was shocked at how many horror
and
authors
I was shocked a couple of months ago to find out that you know J.M. Chaley, who does the vampire novels.
the ones you read?
Yeah, I haven't read them. My wife has them. Yeah, I'm not a reader like I used to be.
I
it's
wasn't,
sad to say.
I'm getting better now, especially because like when we go away, I'll usually bang out 1 or 2 books. And I did actually when we went to Saquesh.
Scott squats, squats, squats.
Booeygeist is what I read the first 2 days, and I loved it. It was so much fun to read.
Pretty cool. Yeah, and you know what? He was like, it takes place in the 80s.
Yep.
And they were like, oh, did you break any rules? And everyone kind of looked at each other. I'm like, yeah, the black guy lived. and like here I am in this room full of, you know, younger women. There was a couple older women, and they didn't get it, but Tom was like, yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And no offense, in every 80s movie, the black guy gets it right away. You know,
spoiler alert, by the way.
Yeah.
Not just the 80s either. I think
true.
It's
Unless there's 2 of them, you might get like in off the top of my head, the black girl in Dream Child survives.
Yeah.
You know, they're out there.
Yeah.
She's the first one that popped into my head.
But it's rare, you know what I mean?
It was
it's
rare
one of those
back
tropes,
then.
and it's unfortunate.
But yeah, I wanted to throw a shout out to Tom because he's his son Elliot is my son's best friend.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
So,
yeah.
And our own Sweet D is going to get into some writing too. So
well, yeah, that was the thing. Yeah, he kind of inspired me reading that. I ended up banging out a few like 27 pages or something. And I want to read again. So
can I interject something very quickly? You know, if you guys are having a hard time finding time to read books, we happen to be sponsored. We happen to be sponsored by Audible, which is your home for.
And maybe we will actually get around to recording a new commercial.
Right, I'm giving you one right now.
I know.
Here it is, right?
All right, sorry to interrupt. Then go ahead. Take it from the top.
So what else? What else do we have to look forward to?
You want to hear the stage shows? Like, I've got the.
Give us the rundown.
I actually brought it up.
Whatever you're allowed to give us.
Everything.
Okay.
So this is in the auditorium. So it opens at 11, and I had to push things up because I had to squeeze somebody else in. So at 11:15 to 12:15 in the RISD auditorium, I have the movie Stray. It's a short werewolf film. It's about 33 minutes. And then I have a Q&A following with, I believe, the director and possibly the producer. So that's pretty cool.
Very cool.
Then at 12:15, I have Scott from Dark Echoes Paranormal, and you guys actually brought that up to me earlier. He's a medium, so he'll be doing like a crowd reading, talking to the dead.
Okay,
that's what he does. So that I'm actually pretty fascinated by that, so that ought to be pretty cool. And then from there right into Tom D'Agostino. He's doing a Route 44 and how Route 44 is haunted. He's doing a presentation on Route 44.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
Tom D'Agostino does some killer stuff, and his presentations are always good. Especially if you're into that. You know,
everybody
really
knows
good.
the story of the hitchhiking ghost on Route 44.
Yeah, so he's going to cover that. I'm sure.
Did he do the thing about? Did he do anything on the Bridgewater Triangle before?
I believe so. He's done.
I thought.
Yeah,
If he's talking about Route 40. Yeah.
He has to be then.
Yeah. So
I thought that was him.
he did a presentation last year at the Dark Arts Festival because he was my guest then, and he also did something at Dark Reads last year.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I think he did something at the first Dark Reads. So I think he's done like 3 or 4 presentations.
I'll tell you what he didn't do. He didn't come to our table.
I know. Gotta send him our way this time.
Well, this year I'll send him over.
Damn right.
Well, maybe I might not be around, but I'll
You got a
tell
walkie-talkie,
everybody.
Josh.
You have a
walkie-talkie.
Yeah. So, sorry, Mark. We're playing footsies.
No,
all day.
that's not me that time.
That wasn't me.
So,
You're just hitting the bar.
And this one you guys will like at 1:15. The RKO Army's coming.
Yes.
Love those guys. Roy Rossi and
man.
and our friend Harley. And
Yep.
yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
I'm super excited
Can't
about
wait to
that.
see them again.
Yeah, I've wanted them for like 2 years in a row and it hasn't worked out. They finally are able. They just did the RKO convention.
They're great.
Yeah. And
Harley was awesome.
Yeah.
Harley showed up to our show.
Yeah.
That's right.
Last year.
Yeah.
And they laughed at every joke and they enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you, Harley.
Thank you, Harley.
I'm sorry that the cameras didn't work.
No, that's fine.
Neither were we. Or neither did we.
We had a ball when we all the 3 geeky dads went to go see the RKO Army present
the Room.
Oh,
it was so
downtown
good.
at AS220
So
in
good.
Providence. Oh, that was the funniest fucking thing.
I want to see that.
Yeah.
That was the funniest fucking.
And
show.
now they do. What's the new one that they got doing?
They
they keep
repo.
rotating out.
No, but they I forget the new one. There's one that like I've never heard of any of those types of groups doing.
Manos, the Hands of Fate.
We just talked about that.
I know.
Holy smoke. Harley, can we make that, if you're listening, can we make that happen? I will be your not Ortega. That's Incredibly Strange Creatures. What's his name?
Torgo.
I will be your Torgo.
I'll text her right now.
Text Harley. Let him know.
That's Torgo's theme.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember. I know Harley said.
And the mom who looks like Barbara Gordon.
Yeah.
They did do. I think they did Neil Breen stuff, but I've seen.
Well, Harley was the one that
mentioned
Neil
right.
Breen's Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Harley.
yeah.
And we'll be talking about that.
Oh,
tonight.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Wait, save it for later.
They did repo as well.
Oh, the genetic opera.
That's what I was thinking of.
Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
Cool.
Repo the Genetic Opera, which is awesome.
Yeah,
I still have to see
think
that.
they're just doing their regular stuff. Their 38-minute
Like a presentation
Rocky
kind of
Horror thing. Yeah. I'm not 100%, but that seems to be what they're doing.
Yeah.
Basically, when they said they would come on, I'm like, do whatever you want.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, they sent me a logo. They sent me some information. I'm like, this is great. And then at 2 o'clock is the costume contest hosted by Scary Acres, the sponsor. I'm really hoping that takes off this year.
Yeah.
Especially at RISD. So if you do have a costume, there'll be prizes, probably cash prizes this year.
Nice.
Brian and I are talking not only free passes to Scary Acres, but cash incentives as well.
Nice.
Cool.
So yeah, and then at 3:15, world premiere of Charleston with Bryce Show Cat.
Yeah, Bryce.
And that is Charleston Behind the Face Paint. So then the whole cast is going to do a Q&A after that.
Awesome.
Yeah, he's got like a 45-minute chunk, and I'm like super excited about that.
Good.
Yeah, his cast was really good this year too.
Yeah.
I'm really excited. Bryce, thank you for sending the link. We haven't listened to it yet or watched it yet, but we intend to watch it right after this podcast. So
Bryce,
thank you.
when
I know, it's fun. I
When
feel
the
like
3GD? When's
got
3GD
screeners
going to have a
tonight.
cameo in one of these movies, Bryce?
Yeah.
Bryce, 3 years we've been interviewing you.
To be fair, Bryce did invite us to be part of one
that's
of
right,
his-
he did.
He
That's
did,
right,
and none
he
of us
did.
could make
We
it.
couldn't.
Okay, that's true. We failed you. I'm
Yes.
sorry, Bryce.
Yes.
Wow, look at that. Every
retract
time you
myself.
point a finger, 3 point back
Down
at
on
you.
your knees and tell me you love me.
Well, it was only one, and then you guys just remembered. So then you just decided to jump on the finger brigade.
Yeah, and for anybody that doesn't know, Bryce has been to almost everything that I've done.
Yeah.
He doesn't do the author event, obviously, because he doesn't write, but every other show I've done, he's been at. And I think this is really like pivotal because he's autistic. A lot of people don't want to work with him.
Right.
People don't want to watch the film. And I think that's bullshit.
Yep.
Like he writes it, he directs it.
It is.
He films it and then he edits it. And like there are so many people I know that like, oh, I write film, and I'm like, a script in your drawer doesn't count, right? You know, and everybody like thinks that they're a superstar, and this kid just
He made
goes
it
out
happen.
and
He- yeah.
does
Yeah.
it, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and
He
you know
had
what?
A goal, and he went for it, and he did it, and And it's more entertaining than a lot of the movies that Mark has shown us.
It is. It is.
Here.
You know?
Maybe he'll get smart and not use me as an actor because I don't think I'm that good. But
No, you're like, dude, you're like the Lon Chaney of his movies. You got to show up and everyone.
No dialogue. That's where I do
There it
best.
is.
Lon Chaney's silent stuff.
Yeah.
And a lobster costume.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
a lobster costume.
So that's at the end. That's at the end.
You made me ink.
But not only do I really like Bryce as a person, I also really respect Bryce to go out and just do it.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a lot of guts. And for him to stand up in front of everybody and be like, here's what I made. Like it or not, I made this. This is what I did.
Good for
And
him.
I really respect the hell out of him. I think his films are great.
Yeah.
I
think that's what artists should do in general.
Right.
Yeah.
Regardless of anything.
Yeah.
They need Bryce's mentality. Just
Right.
go out and do
Right.
it.
Be
and do it
fearless.
because you enjoy the process. Don't if you're doing it because you're trying to be the next this or trying to get the that's the wrong reason to do it.
Yeah.
Go out there and just make stuff you love to do. Bryce has
And
the right
connect with
idea.
people that, feel
Wanna
the same
help.
about it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
There's, not every piece of art is for everybody. And but everybody has something that they're drawn to. And,
Agreed.
to connect with people, that's the best thing about it. That's the best thing about doing this is that I love talking to people who've heard it and hearing what they have to say, and not always.
I was just gonna say,
but I respect them.
So here's what I heard this a long time ago, and if you just do what you want to do and you keep doing it, the people that you need to be there will be there.
Right.
They'll
Sure.
show
They'll
up.
find you.
Right.
Yeah, they'll find you. You know, and that's Bryce. Like, I wish you guys were on set. If you could have seen the camaraderie of like everybody working together, and like Bryce was like, hey, I want to film going this way with a person here, and someone comes from this way, and like everybody made that happen. They were like, well, we got to put the lights this way, and he's looking, he's like, it doesn't look right, and then they switch it around.
Yeah,
and he's like, okay, that's it. But like it takes like a team to do that,
right? Yeah.
And like Bryce is a really good leader when it comes to that. When he makes his films, he's in the zone, and he sees what he wants and makes it happen. Yeah. And I like, that's the kind of thing when you're there and you see it, you're like, wow, this guy's got it, and that's just really awesome. So anyway, everybody should be there at 3:15. I'm just saying.
Absolutely. And
so
we will be. Shout out to Bryce.
Yeah, it's a 500-seat auditorium.
Oh,
so
nice.
it's really big.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Good.
Yeah.
So, and then after him at 4:00, I have Dark Echoes Paranormal doing their presentation.
Yep.
I thought I had a moderator for that. It fell through. So now I'm kind of scrambling in the last week to find a moderator. And I'm like, And Tom D'Agostino's there, but he's already doing a presentation. So
Gotcha.
I don't want to like double book him, I know he would, but yeah. And then after that, the headliner is the drag show.
Nice.
So yeah, it's called Dragged into Darkness.
Nice. Perfect.
Yeah, and it's a nice mix. Vespa's gonna be there. Banana Nicole is another like awesome drag queen. Rouge or Rogue. It's Rouge. Yeah, so we went to, my wife and I went to see her at Vespa, and it was amazing. And then Severity Stone was also there. And Severity Stone is a special guest.
Yeah.
She was on Dragula 666.
Nice.
Amazing performer. I love
Boulay Brothers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. The witch of season 666.
Nice.
So I respect the hell out of that. And she's so talented.
Yeah.
And she's like 6'6".
Jesus.
So the presence when she comes out and all the garb, like she's just like you're literally blown away.
Yeah.
And Ricky Mortis is actually putting the whole thing together. She's hosting the event. So shout out to Ricky Mortis. She's also it's a drag king, and they're gonna perform. Yeah, I'm super excited about that. Ricky Mortis does some cool stuff too.
Yeah,
I
nice.
watch all the videos and I'm like, oh man. And
I've only seen pictures.
Yeah, I really like drag. I like the expressiveness of drag.
Yeah.
I like the art form behind it. I think it's just so cool. And it can be so versatile that you could literally have any kind of drag show and make it work.
Right.
And the talent it takes to actually do that, I think a lot of people miss that.
Yeah.
And I'm like honored and privileged to be able to have a drag show at my festival for the first time.
Yeah.
So yeah,
because that's an element that you've never had at any of the other ones, and I'm looking forward to it.
It's exciting. It's a huge draw.
Yeah.
They were
should be a hit, especially at RISD.
Right.
You know, it's definitely the venue for it.
Yeah.
I hope so. I hope so. Everyone seems really excited about it. So I haven't made like an event page, and I probably should just for the last week to like kind of just do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then so we close out after the drag show. It's 6 o'clock. It closes. But then after that, I have a separate event. Curse of the Weird Deer. Like finally the Rhode Island showing,
which we have talked about on this show.
Yeah.
So
we reviewed it.
We did.
Yeah.
Yep. Ben Johnson, the director, is coming from Tennessee.
Nice.
He's going to be selling tickets throughout the day at my t-shirt table. So I'm super excited to have him. I love Ben. Some guys from New York are coming, like Connor, who played the scientist, James, the sound guy. I have no idea who else is actually going to be there.
Okay.
Yeah, and Chrissy, who volunteers with me all the time. She was in the movie, so she'll be there definitely.
Cool.
I'm super excited about it. And then you can see me in the squid suit.
That's right.
Oh, you're going to have it?
No, on the screen.
Oh, see on the screen.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so cool. if you were
Come on, man. There's a costume contest.
Right.
So they were like, they had this squid costume. Like when I went out to Tennessee, I think I told you guys this. I went out there and they saw me and they were like, "You're going to be in a squid suit." And I was like, "What the? That's the best you could do for me?" And they were like, "Oh,
I drove 500 miles for this?"
Yeah. They're like, this character is going to be in all the movies. We're going to save this." And I was like, "Oh." And then they had a bonfire and it fell in the fire somehow. I don't know. The whole costume got burned up.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was a terrible accident, and I'm sorry to see it go, but it'll never come back. Sorry, Ben. But so that's a separate event.
It fell in the fire accidentally on purpose.
And
We'll never get to see Son of Squid Man.
So there was a dolphin man that showed up in a ton of Troma films.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
And I think they were like,
kinda
"Oh,
going
you're,
for that.
you're cool. Like we'll put you back in." And they did the Power of Positive Murder, and I was supposed to go for a scene.
Yeah.
But then something happened with my cousin John, and I couldn't make it because I'm a caretaker, and so I forget, he was sick or something. His mom was sick. I just couldn't do it, and it was in like the middle of the week, and I was like, "Dude, I'm sorry."
Yeah.
And it was like last minute. They were like, first they asked me to do all 7 weeks, and I was like, "Yeah, I can't do that because I need income. I have a house." And
Right, exactly.
responsibilities."
I got a family I got to take care of.
Yeah, and I was like, "But I can give you like a week," and then it like just kind of fluctuated, like, and then all of a sudden, like 2 days before, they were like, "We need you," and I'm like, "I can't," because responsibilities. So anyway, but yeah, that
I hate it when
event
life gets in the way.
It bothers me.
And when it finds a way.
So Troma is actually going to have a table there because it's a Troma film.
Right.
So you'll be able to get Troma swag and Weird Deer swag.
Awesome.
Yeah, you can't actually buy the movie though. It's not on Blu-ray.
No.
And I was like, "Come on, man! Like we're gonna show this film. No one could buy it. Like, but there'll be posters for people to sign and stuff. So it'll be pretty good. And that's like $12.
Okay.
So you get all that entertainment for the festival for $10. You know what I mean? Art classes, like 100 different artists, food trucks. Like you got to pay for the food.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean? And all that stage stuff, and it's only $10.
Yeah.
Like each one of those performances could be $10 by itself, and then afterwards it's another $12 to watch
The Weird Deer movie.
Yeah, a bunch
Nice.
of men getting their penises ripped off.
I don't think I appreciate it.
It's a
mutant time,
deer.
man. I got to give it another watch.
Right?
I'm in a different
Yeah.
place now. I'll enjoy that.
You're all about it now.
I'm all about that.
Yeah, and
Bring my bleached
I've
asshole
seen
to it.
worse.
so that's the
Nice.
rundown of the auditorium. There's also outside performers. I'll just go through that.
Yeah.
Dizzy Ghostpipe is a friend of mine. He's a sideshow performer. He'll be doing some stuff throughout the whole festival. New England Witches Guild. They'll be doing a dance at noontime. Amy the Mime, who I don't know if you know, Amy the Mime. She's at everything in
I
Rhode
hear she's
Island.
not a good podcast guest anyway.
No, she's terrible. I don't think you guys...
That's why we don't know her.
Isn't that right, Amy? Exactly.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're stuck in a box? What?
But she's been around for a long time. She's like an icon in Rhode Island. Yeah. So I was really cool to text her and be like, "Hey, can you do this?" And then at 1 o'clock, I have the Trishula Dance Company, and I'm super excited about that. And then Dusty, the Happy Hobo, is a clown, so he'll be doing a couple of performances and going around for the whole day.
Nice, cool.
Rhode Island Krampus is also going to be there, going around for the whole day.
Cool.
Doing photo ops. Yeah,
Krampus. Nice.
yeah. And then Dark Buddha is going to be there too, doing a dance at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
And Dark Buddha is just it's a dance number, but the guy makes his own mask. It's Eric, and Eric was at Monster Expo in the back. So super cool guy.
Yep.
I'm thrilled to have him. He's very nice, and he makes all his own masks. So I'm really excited to have him. And then I have Neonotch. He does like a soundscape.
Okay.
And I've seen him around, but I haven't actually seen him perform. But he sets up this giant like thing, and he dresses as a bug, and he does a soundscape and dances for like an hour straight in this giant bug costume.
Jesus.
That's performance art. That's what that is right there. Yeah.
So I got a mime and a giant bug. I'm like super excited. But that's that stuff is outside running throughout the day. So it'll be like just extra stuff to take your mind off of whatever is ailing you.
So wherever you go, it'll be something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, Scary Acres has costume people that are going to be around for photo ops and stuff through the day. So it's going to be hopefully a good event.
You've got a relatively famous podcast that's going to be there. Recording
that's
live, right?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah. Somebody other than us?
Oh, you mean us? Oh. Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be recording throughout the whole day, just like we have the previous years. And we'll stop to go see some of these awesome events and then come back, record some more. And it'll be
interview
good.
some people.
Cool.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Same.
Yeah, there's
gonna be a lot of fun.
It's like there's a lot happening all at the same time.
Yeah.
And even the all ability art classes, it's like sugar skulls, then there's eyeball art, and then there's collages. And one of the artists actually wanted to do that, Rich, who's always at Monster Expo. He asked me if he could do a class doing like cartooning.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even schedule it. So Rich, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I really wanted him to, but I didn't have the time to get to it.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'll put that in my pocket for next year. I really wish I could have had him do that. And maybe if there's still time, I'll just have him surprise do it, you know? See, who's interested. Why? Yeah. It depends if there's, whatever. So,
Cool.
Yeah. Pretty happy with the lineup. It's been a lot of work to put it together.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff.
I'll bet.
I don't have a team like everybody else. So
This is all you.
I heard something, but it's not.
Didn't it
it's
sound like
my
a little
phone.
Oh.
Yeah, my phone's dying.
Oh. It sounded like a little
I
kid.
thought Quinn was making baby
too.
voices on the stage.
I'm like, we're talking about mediums and dark arts and dancing witches and stuff, and now my house is haunted.
Can I go? I'm little Johnny. I died.
Get back in your corner.
Awesome.
What kind of podcast is this?
Josh, we are looking forward to this,
definitely.
man.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah, that
this
was
is
a
gonna be
lot of
great time.
boring.
No,
No,
it was
not at
That's
all.
what we
There.
are doing. That was
Nope.
a hell of an appetizer is what
Yeah.
that was, with
Yeah.
a lot of information. Guys,
Check it out.
please
Yeah.
come to this show. It is always a great time. You get to meet Josh in person, the man, the myth, the legend right
Yep.
here. If you can find him, he's going to be running around doing a
right.
lot of stuff. You can come by, say hi to us, punch us if we
Yeah.
pissed you off in some
Yeah,
way.
and I do tell people, go to horrordepot.com and get your ticket ahead of time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And there are VIP bags that are full of swag. So, and some of the swag is kind of cool.
Oh, nice.
I got to be honest. I'm pretty psyched about it.
Very cool.
Awesome.
So, it's Sunday, September 7th, right?
Yeah, from
Yes.
11 to 6.
At RISD.
All right.
Rhode Island School of Design. Check it out.
All right. Excellent appetizers, everyone. Shall we get to the main course?
We
Yeah, we should.
The main course. Okay. No one's singing it. No one's doing it. We're sticking with this now. All right, awesome.
Let's go eat, huh?
So once upon a time, not so long ago, Tommy used to work on the docks. Union's been on strike. No, that's Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi. Once upon a time, not so long ago, I used to watch... no. Okay. It works once.
Oh, sorry.
Jesus Christ.
Let me tell you about a little ditty.
That's what it... Let me tell you a little ditty.
Oh, my God.
Once upon a time, not too long ago, Peabody
Sucking on a
and
chili
Sherman-
dog outside a Tasty Freeze.
Gross.
That's nasty.
That's how the song goes.
I know.
That's disgusting. That song is... I'm sick of that song. Overplayed. All right, but here's what's not overplayed. Me doing this. So
right,
shut up.
sorry.
I know. But not so long ago, there was a time when I watched just good movies. I loved movies, always loved movies as a kid, but I usually loved just good movies. And then somewhere in 1997, I discovered a show called Mystery Science Theater, and that changed everything. Because not only did I love the idea of talking and providing commentary for bad movies over the years while watching the show, and I became a fan of just looking for bad movies to riff. And the quest went on for decades on end, and I have come across trash that I absolutely have fallen in love with, even when nobody else has.
And you've inflicted it on others.
You're welcome. Dr. Forrester was my hero. I was
Looking
like,
at you,
"Ooh,
Birdemic."
Look what he could do. So the question I have, and as I said earlier in the introduction, one of the reasons Josh and I got along so well is we both had a love of trying to find the worst of the worst when it came to movies. Now, again, not talking necessarily about the ones everybody knows. Plan 9 from Outer Space, The Room. Not movies that are so bad they're good, or movies that, they thought were good that ended up being bad but had a cult following. We're talking about just people that made some very bad movies, whether they were aware of it or not. And it's still happening. It's happening all the time. You can find on any streaming service just a selection of some of the most deplorable movies in the world.
Yeah.
Many of them I have introduced to my fellow dads, and some Josh has introduced to me. So since we have Josh here and we needed a main course, how about the main course? Let's talk about bad movies. What is it about bad movies that keep... First of all, who's watching them? Besides us. Somebody must be, because they keep making them. They keep making them, and they keep cranking them out. And
I don't think anybody actually starts making a movie intending to make a bad movie.
I think nowadays some people do.
I think now people do.
Maybe now,
but not in the beginning.
But not in the beginning.
No.
But I mean, even now people are. I think those are few and far between. I think everybody had, the best of intentions, and be whatever circumstance it was that made them. Be it budget, be it cast, be it a bad script, be it little to no equipment, all those things can come together to, make what you envisioned not be what you envisioned in the final product.
Absolutely.
So I really think that, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt.
But I feel like if somebody's like, I'm going to make a movie called Giant Octopus versus Whale Wolf, where you have half werewolf, half killer whale.
A werewolf?
This is a
Killer
real
whale.
movie. Yeah.
This
And
is a Sci-Fi Channel original?
This was a Sci-Fi Channel original.
Yeah.
It had a has-been actress who actually started out in real movies and then just went that way of any paycheck, please, to pay my rent. It's terrible. I mean, there are bad movies that I will not watch again, believe it or not. Even I have limits. And compared to the ones that I have inflicted on people again and again, because I love the Birdemics, the Neil Breens, the Plan 9s, the Rooms, all that. There are some that I have watched, and we've watched a couple too, where I'm like, nope, never again, never again. But I do search for them.
I think the thing, like the biggest thing that draws me to them is the riffability. Like if we can sit all together and watch and make fun and laugh and have a good time watching it, great. But if it's a movie that is just so bland and like because there's some movies that they had potential. They might even be able to grab a relatively cool B/C level actor, but then like they just don't deliver an entertaining movie. Like I don't know, like top of my mind, Werewolf Santa.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
like the worst.
We'll never
Josh,
watch
did
it
you-
again.
I forget very
It
quickly.
was- I
You watched
was.
that with us, right, Josh?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So-
Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's
I
okay.
remember thinking like, oh, they really tried here. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, why would they put the camera angle over this way?
Right.
Why
Yeah.
is this doing that? And I was
Absolutely.
like, you could chalk it up to inexperience as well.
Right.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then other times, like, and here's my flaw. Sometimes it's hard for me to get lost in a movie now.
Yeah.
Because I've been
Look at the
on
technical
sets.
stuff.
Yeah. So I'm like, why would they
Yep.
choose that scene? Like,
Right.
why would they angle the camera like that? Why is this guy coming into frame blurry? You know,
Right.
like weird things take me out of it.
Yeah.
But there's also like the part where some companies, especially like Asylum,
Right.
Sci-Fi's like, hey, we want a shark movie where they eat a ship.
Yeah.
And we need some 80s has-been icon. You know what I mean? And,
Yep.
and they're like,
Debbie
okay,
Gibson.
Somebody we don't have to pay a lot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Debbie Gibson.
somebody that's
Yeah.
recognizable
Tiffany,
enough where they
Right.
can be like, oh, that's Steve Urkel.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
watch this.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and that's literally what they do. They literally just pump them out.
Right. Right.
And there are companies that literally just
Yeah.
pump out film after film after film
Right.
because they're being paid to do
But
that.
it, but it
that's
almost
when they
looks like
suck.
they're daring
The
a movie
Asylum is
viewer. Like, how far can we go, and how stupid
Before
are
you-
you to come and watch this? And you know,
The Asylum is a film company, for people out there who don't know, is a film company that puts out these movies on the cheap and really quickly, and usually on the coattails of a big budget movie that's
Right.
coming out in theaters, and they term theirs as, or it's been termed as, mockbusters.
Right.
Because and they usually try to get their movies out first as well to
Right.
to capitalize
that's
on
the
all the buzz.
whole Transmorphers thing,
Right.
and the
Atlantic Rim instead of Pacific
Rim.
usually has some decent like poster art, but then
Yeah.
nothing in the movie looks
Which
like the poster art.
evidently is purposely designed to make you think you're getting the grade
absolutely.
A
Yeah.
film, so you will
Right.
grab it right
Right.
away
Yeah,
or
yeah.
pick it,
Yeah.
and then now it's harder to do. But at a time, it was like, oh, I got
Right.
Transmorphers.
I mean, fool me once, shame on you.
Yeah.
Fool me twice, shame
you won't
on
get
me.
fooled again.
Fool me 38 times.
You're watching a movie
Yeah.
with me and Josh.
You're in a cult.
You know who's really good for that in the horror genre? Ron Bonk owns SRS Cinema, and he does that a lot.
Yeah.
Does he?
But he also buys a lot of film.
Okay.
So somebody will make it knowing it's a ripoff, and he'll just buy it and try to flip it.
Yeah.
And as much as I appreciate that, at the same time, like, well, that's pretty shady.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, I've been an SRS fan forever and ever and ever. Like, I own so many titles. And the things that they did, like, so Bad Cop is a found footage film from the 80s, SOV, right? Shot on video.
Okay.
Tim Ritter did it. When I first saw it, I was like, this is fucking terrible. Right? But then they did part 2, Bad Cop, No Donut. And it's the same thing, right? So
That's an awesome title.
and it's found footage. And I watched him, like, I got the box set because I like Tim Ritter, and I watched it, and I was like, wow, this was really ahead of its time.
Yeah.
You know, like, this is actually really good. So I think it depends when you watch it and how you watch it.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, let
You
me ask you, because you just said, you love this stuff. You've got a collection of it. What is the appeal for you? I mean, you watch these. We usually find them so we can have a riff. You, on the other hand, seek these out. I think sometimes you even watch them by yourself. I know there's been some you've recommended to me. Hey, I just saw this.
So here,
what was the one with there were the weird cocoons in the trees? Remember, you recommended.
Was that the Seed People?
I can't remember.
Was that the Full Moon one?
No, it was something lowbrow. I mentioned it when I was trying to do that quarantine.
Like Seed
theater
People was
thing.
highbrow?
No, what did I say? I don't know what I said.
There was one that I
the hell?
recommended where
It had to
was-
do with God. It had to do with religion, and then these like egg sacs in trees and things hatched
I
out
can't
of
remember
them.
the name of it, but
you
I
know
know
what
what you're
I-
talking about. Yeah.
Is this the one you guys did a
We did
escape pod on
I
it?
did the quarantine theater thing on it.
Yeah.
Gosh, I
Yeah.
recommend I do one
I
on
think
it.
I remember you
and I
talking
can't
about it.
remember the
So-
goddamn name of it, but I remember
So, It was so bad,
Yeah.
and then at the end they were like, "Words harm." You know, that was the moral of the story, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like, "Wow, this is so fucking weird, and like this is so bad. But obviously, the people that made it were very religious.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's like, words hurt people. Here's a horror movie about it. But then it's like, it is so different. You will never see anything like that again.
Wow.
Right. That's like the finger thing. Remember we watched that finger movie?
Yeah. That was
Attack of the Giant Blurry Finger.
Right, another one.
I love that film.
I've never seen anything like it, and it was super fucking entertaining. I loved that movie.
Yeah. And you know what? The whole premise of it was spousal abuse.
Right.
Yeah.
And you didn't get that until the
very end. Yeah.
And
then you look back, it's like, wow, that was all subtext that we were watching.
Right. Yeah. But here's the thing, like when you watch it and you're like, wow, this fucking sucks. Like, what is this? A giant finger? Yeah. And then when it comes together at the end, it makes sense.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it just, like I said, it depends when you watch it, how you watch it.
Yeah.
Like I think every film can be good to somebody at some point.
Sure.
But most of them, a lot of them are just not. Right. And so Attack of the Killer Refrigerator.
Right.
Yeah.
Everyone, when it came out, it was legendary.
Yeah.
And I sought it out for years and years and years. And then I finally, I saw clips and clips and clips, and I was like, this is terrible. I have to see this.
Yeah.
I have to see how bad this really is. And then I did a screening at the first Dark Arts Festival.
That's right. I remember.
Right? They showed it, to their friends in college in 1984. And this was the first, public real screening.
Right.
And it was standing room only. And it was actually really fucking good.
Right.
Yeah.
It was fun.
It was a good film.
Yeah.
For a short film.
Right.
And I was like,
that was less than 15 minutes too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really.
They extended it to 20. Originally, the version I saw was 12 minutes.
Yeah.
And they extended it to 20. Why they had to put Mark's butt?
Oh, hi, Mark.
Maybe he just bleached it that day.
Maybe. There you go.
It was the director's butt cut.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
It's broken. You got a crack in it.
It's a legendary bad movie.
I'm split
Right?
about that decision.
Yep.
Everybody was like, oh, this movie's terrible. And then that made me want to see it and seek it out. And then finally, literally, how many 30 years later, I finally got to have it at one of my shows.
Right.
What is it? Well, it's like you said, it becomes legend.
Yeah.
So it's like, The Room was like that. I had heard about it for years and years and years. And
I heard it was terrible.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody hates it.
Right.
Right.
And you guys love it. You never stop talking about it.
It's one of my favorite movies.
Exactly. It's one of those so bad you love it.
Yeah. It's so much fun. Because it's not because the good bad movies, they make it more about the experience watching it as opposed to we're trying really hard and we want you to take this seriously. No, we're having fun making it, you're having fun watching it, and that's a win-win. That's the best part about it. And movies like that, dare I even say Birdemic?
Of course you can. Birdemic has, everybody knows Birdemic.
Right.
It's on frickin' Peacock.
Right.
The Riff Tracks boys have done it multiple times. They did a live showing of it. There's 2 sequels.
That doesn't say much.
It doesn't say much, but the fact that people are clamoring to see sequels, I would, and by clamoring I mean 3 people, pressing their remotes, those things that you operate the television sets with. The clicker. The channel changer.
Well, and I think a lot too, it's always been hard for me to not like a movie. I always try to find something good about a movie, and I think it's because actually, with knowing Mark for so long, I really got an appreciation for how much work it goes into making one, and what it entails, and the fact that so many people have these ideas but they never do anything with them, and so that like we were talking about Bryce, to have the thought, to have the dream, and to make it actually happen,
right, and to have the guts and the drive to actually follow through.
Yeah. So you've already got a leg up on so many people, and you see like Santa Jaws. Or and I know you liked them, but the Dracula, the Sharkula and
Sharkenstein,
right? Those movies just felt like they were made to rush out, and they're not really. It gave me a different vibe, and it wasn't as entertaining as
it wasn't a good vibe,
right?
But even those, Mark Polonia
Yeah.
was featured. Shudder, I think, like about a year ago, released a whole thing on sharksploitation, the phenomena of shark
'cause
movies,
it was
and they
everywhere.
interviewed Wild Eye and Mark. I mean, he was on it. I mean, he's cranking out these movies. You can say what you want about them, but people are interested to know what Mark Polonia
Yeah.
thinks of shark movies.
Right.
Yeah.
And we all love shark films, but no one's asking Rennie Harlan what he thinks about shark movies
Or pirate movies.
or who's the one that directed, where's the director of the Meg or freaking like
Oh yeah.
no one
Who was the director of the Meg?
who was
Nobody knows or cares.
So therein is the issue. Like, what makes a movie bad as opposed to classic?
Well, it's all a matter of personal taste. For
Right.
me,
Yeah.
a movie is truly bad when I won't go back and watch
Yeah.
it, or I won't call Brian or Derek
Yeah.
or even be like, hey, guess what we're watching after we record.
Mark is a good barometer for this kind of
He really
stuff.
is.
He really is.
But you know what?
Mark, do you want to
So-
watch this? Fuck no, then I'm not watching it.
Here's the thing. Curse of the Weird Deer, I thought it was great. I had so much fun making it.
We had fun
and then
watching
I had
it.
fun watching
I had
it, but you
fun.
didn't like it.
I didn't,
So,
but I had what I appreciated about it was a lot of people did like it, and you guys are all talking great things about it. And the stuff that you guys said about it made total sense, and it made me appreciate it more. I haven't gone back and watched it since, but
well,
I'm
you're
gonna
lucky
watch
because
it again.
we're screening it after the festival.
That's right.
You should be there.
I'll find a way.
Save your money.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody will buy a few comic books and you can spend that $12
There we
bucks on the
go.
movie.
There we go.
I'm gonna have to bring a lot of people over your table. All
People are
right.
gonna need a lot of bags and boards, I guess. No, but that's the thing, though. There are thousands of movies being made every day, and even the best of the best I don't think, get talked about as much as some of these legendary bad films. I think more people talk about Plan 9 from Outer Space than they do Schindler's List. I mean,
Right.
that's no one's holding events for Shakespeare in Love at like 12 o'clock at night, but they'll have Plan 9 from Outer Space screenings. They'll have The Room screenings. Let's celebrate these chaotic movies that we've come to love. No one's watching Amistad. No one's like trucking out to Boston or shipping off to Boston.
Shipping up to Boston.
To watch, freaking, I don't know. Give me another Oscar thing that.
Philadelphia.
Thank you.
Hannah and her blisters. I mean, Hannah and her sisters.
Well, I think that's all right. So that's the thing too. I think what constitutes a really bad movie is expectation. It's going to be a really horrible, like unwatchable movie if you expect it to be something else. If you go into some of these bad, like quote unquote bad movies,
Right.
With zero.
with no expectation,
Right.
and just kind of this should be good,
Yeah.
but not really, kind of thing. That's different. There's a lot of movies that get made in Hollywood that you expect to be good, and they're shitty movies, and they're bad movies that you will never go back to. You will talk so much trash about, and it was made with all that budget and all those stars and all that those special effects and all those different things that these other people don't have. They don't have the opportunity. They don't have the network of Hollywood, and so when you like. It's almost like those movies are even worse because they had the head start. That's like sending your kid to, some private school and they end up working at McDonald's.
But do you think there's almost like a collected fascination with these really terrible movies that bring people together? Because we have seen bad movies before that I have not once ever got invited to a group to rewatch Spider-Man 3.
Right.
Has never happened.
Right.
But I have gone to places. Let's watch Neil Breen. Let's watch.
Right.
Let's Riff Tracks Live is doing Birdemic 3. Let's take a look at that.
Hell yeah.
Let's see how because we're going in there expecting the worst of the worst. So maybe, like you
Right.
said, we have no expectations, and through that, there's almost some sort of surprise.
Right.
Yeah.
When we're like, oh, this movie is exactly what I thought it was. It's a piece of shit.
Right.
But look how much fun we're having.
Or like,
as opposed to Spider-Man 3.
or even when there's
Well,
good
that's what I was
things in
going to
it.
say. Let me. There's a big difference between going to a big blockbuster movie and expecting all this stuff and being
Right.
so disappointed, but then going into a smaller film that it's not that great, but it's got a lot of charm to it, and you get a lot of enjoyment out of it for that same reason.
Or it could have the reverse effect. So Clown in a Cornfield, for example.
I like Clown in a Cornfield.
I was very
saw that in the
excited
theater.
to see this movie because I thought I was going to get a schlocky movie.
Yeah.
I didn't really like it. I went, Paul and Dean and I, we all went, and I think it was the problem was it wasn't what we thought it was going to be in terms of not necessarily bad, but
it wasn't great, but I still had a lot of fun at it.
Fun. See, to me, it was like, who were the killers? And we knew who they were because spoiler, they were the only 3 adults in town.
Yeah.
So that was kind of a letdown for us because with a title like Clown in the Cornfield, I thought we were going to get essentially a Sharknado kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's based on a book or
evidently.
isn't it?
Right.
I mean, I think a lot of it harkens back to the riffing. I think when you go into those types of those types of events, like it's going to be fun because you're going to make fun of it, or you're going to listen to someone else make fun of it. Theater's like real stuff is just kind of, I don't know. You almost, I get angrier when I watch bad movies that were made big budget, or even independent films, with these ones that we watch, I like it because there's more of a chance that I'm going to be pleasantly surprised.
Right. Exactly.
The Beaver movie. It's not a horror movie,
100
but
Beavers.
100 Beavers.
Oh, I love that movie.
You know what? I thought
Beavers.
Fantastic movie.
And had you not brought it to everybody's attention, I probably never would have watched that because I would have been
on
like,
Amazon
what the
Prime
fuck
one
is
night.
this?
It was in the menu. It's like, because of the shit that I watch is like you
because
might
you're friends
like.
with Mark McCrana. you might like.
No kidding. It's you might like. So I clicked on the trailer and I'm like, holy shit, this is insane.
Yeah.
So I bought it right away, like sight unseen. I was like, it wasn't free to watch, and I'm like, $14 to $19, whatever they were charging. I'm like, this looks worth it. I'll take a chance.
Sometimes you can be
and
it wasn't a bad movie at all.
No, it was really fun.
I remember back in 2001 or whatever, my buddy Scott and I were looking back when you rented movies. We went to Hollywood Video to look for a shitty movie to riff, and we got Dog Soldiers with its original cover.
I love Dog Soldiers.
And the original cover to Dog Soldiers isn't that great.
No, isn't it just the dog tags?
It's not even the dog tags. It's just 3 werewolves, and it looks like it's done in Photoshop. It's not a very good looking cover. And bottom line was like, oh, this is going to be a shitty werewolf movie we can riff.
I fucking love that movie.
And that movie's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
It's one of the best werewolf movies ever made. So sometimes you're surprised.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, Josh, because I'm pretty sure I speak for the 3 of us when we say our love of bad movies might have started from Mystery Science Theater or somebody who inflicted the whole Mystery Science Theater. What was it for you, Josh?
Me and my mom moved in with my grandmother and my godmother, and my grandmother collected VHS. She was in one of them clubs, and then we always went to the
old Columbia House.
Yeah, and we had a lot of independent movie places near us when you used to be able to rent them.
Yeah.
So I loved walking up and down the aisles looking at the boxes, and I just always the first 10 years of my life, I was very isolated.
Yeah.
So that's all I did was I got to watch movies or sit in the backyard, So that's what I did. And then when I grew up and I ended up on the streets at 13, I would go in the movie stores and just walk around and walk around. I loved it. I loved everything about it. And then I went through, we had Uptown Video, and I went through their entire horror section. And then we went to Paradise Video, and I went through everything they had. And I went to, I think we had a Major Video, but it was all the same mainstream stuff.
Right.
And I was like, I like these mom and pop ones better. And then I started talking to them, and I was like, can you order this? Can you order this? Can you get this? Can you get that? And sometimes they would. So I got to see a lot of, you're talking early 90s. I got so much German stuff. And underground horror stuff that no one else ever saw. Yeah. And I was like, oh. And I just fell in love with it. I remember Violent Shit on VHS, and now that's a legendary movie. And I saw it.
That was the name of it?
Yeah.
Violent Shit?
I thought you were just talking about stuff in general.
Yeah, so was I. I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah,
No,
and they made 3 of them. They made 3 of them, but you couldn't get it over here. It was so hard to find. And I watched the VHS I rented it 17 times in a month. Wow. I was like, I've never seen anything like this. And That's what my voice sounded like when I was like 10, before I hit the puberty.
Yippee skippy.
I was like,
It still does. We've distorted his voice.
My testicles are dropping.
yeah. And then I hit 12 and I was like, oh. Yeah, baby. I was shaving in 6th grade. I was like, this isn't. Everyone made
That's when
fun
you
of
started
me.
growing this epic beard, right?
Yeah. So yeah, and the guy never was like, you're not supposed to rent obviously extreme horror movies to kids, but he was like, yeah, whatever, give me money. You know,
You're paying, kid. All right.
That was the beauty of the mom and pop.
Stay out of the back room.
Yeah.
I gotta eat. And I'm not your mom. I don't care.
and then it was like a network because then you had to find this shit.
Yeah.
Right? And you couldn't, so you had to order sketchy magazines out of the back of other magazines.
Yeah.
And, like, then you had to go to like down the rung of like Fangora had a ad for a zine of some sort that may or may not have a movie in it.
Right.
And you have to order it to get like a catalog of underground film. And
Yeah.
that's how I ended up getting stuff from all over the world when I was a teenager, because I sought it out.
Nice.
And no one was doing that in the early 90s but me. You know, I was the only one I knew. And I would write letters to people. I was fucking serious about it. And then by the time I was 18 or 19, I started a production company and I did a bunch of television when public access was a thing.
Oh yeah, yep.
Yeah.
We know
and,
that stuff.
Yeah, those two know
Absolutely.
about
Our
public
friends.
access.
Yeah, and I had to burn a lot of stuff. I was like committing crimes and putting it on television. And I was like, "This is great! Watch me drive up into this guy's house in this stolen car," and it was so dumb, but people watched it, so
So I kept doing it.
yeah, and so anyway, I had to burn a lot of stuff, but then. I just got really into it, and then that's how it just happened.
Very cool.
It was the idea of finding the stuff that no one else could really find, and no one else knew about, and no one else, like I have a original uncut Cannibal Holocaust that I got. In
That was a big one.
96.
Yep.
Yeah. And I was the first one to have the Friday the 13th uncut. And it's only like 12 seconds.
Is it
You know
really?
what I mean? Yeah, it's fucking stupid. But I had two VHS
but
and
it's
two
uncut,
TVs.
so.
Yeah, so I
Did you play them side by side?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, to see. And I was like,
Oh, there it is.
yeah, it was like, oh look, this is 3 seconds more. Like that's it. I was so disappointed. Then
Just
I got
an extra choo.
yes, but I remember like people would come over and I had like the guinea pig series from Japan, and they were like, "What is this?
Yeah,
People
what
are
is
getting
that?
murdered for real?"
Oh, really?
Yeah, it looks
like snuff
so,
films?
Yeah, so the first one, it's broken up into segments, and it's like a TV show.
Okay.
But it's extreme horror.
Yep.
And the first one was Flowers of Flesh and Blood, where this guy kidnaps this woman off the street and cuts her up. Right? But it looked so real that they actually got investigated because they thought they were selling snuff.
Okay.
So
It's like the, was it Faces of Death? Remember how bad Faces of Death was supposed to be?
That was a big one for us too.
Yeah.
Although you could rent it
Oh,
at
yeah.
a video store.
Right.
Yeah. And then they banned it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't find it anymore.
And now it's like,
Oh, we found it.
They banned
Yeah.
it because we talked about it.
I know.
and it got back to someone's parents.
and now it's like, you know, YouTube, like it's light
Right.
compared to what's
Oh, yeah.
on YouTube.
totally.
you know?
Absolutely.
It's ridiculous.
Totally.
But yeah, finding all of that stuff before anybody else, and like any underground thing that I could find, I was like, I need to see this. And I didn't care how bad it was.
It's an intimate experience too, finding these
Yeah,
films that
yeah.
you know no one else is seeing. It's
Yeah,
like you
yeah.
found this secret, and you're like, very few people know about
Right.
this.
So-
and I'm like in this exclusive cult club of people
Yes.
that have seen this stuff, and I get that totally.
Yeah, like I have a 9th generation bootleg Werewolf Woman completely uncut.
really,
Yeah, and everybody's like, "Oh, I have Werewolf." Now you can just get the Blu-ray, and it's like $20,
Oh,
completely
okay.
uncut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I watched it somewhere, and I was like, "Wow, I can actually see the people. They're not blurry." And like, there's the naked woman dancing, and in the VHS copy, it's literally like a pink blur. Yeah. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
But, you know, at the time,
copy of a copy of a copy.
And I don't know if you know VHS generation after generation, you lose a grade.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
So it goes down a grade every time you make a copy.
Does.
So if I got like copy 9,
you
know, out of 12, I lost 9 grades, you know.
Well, and even when you play it. Yes, I remember like wearing the fuck out of several different movies.
Yeah, well, certain scenes.
Let's just say
Showgirls.
Showgirls, you know.
But
Basic Instinct, right? The interrogation room. Yeah.
Nicole Kidman and Malice.
Oh, good God. Remember her in To Die For? Have we?
Oh, my God. That's a great movie.
We got to do that movie sometime. Anyway, Josh. Sorry.
Not a bad movie.
Yeah, so then I just looked for underground stuff, and I've been looking for it ever since.
Yeah.
I had a really extensive VHS collection for a long time. Unfortunately, I got robbed a couple of times, so some of the stuff.
Oh shit!
I'll never get back.
God damn it!
But I was looking through my VHS collection, and movies that really are bad, I have copies of, and I was like, wow. I forgot how bad this is. And
why didn't they steal this?
Yeah, there's a movie called Cracker Jacked.
Okay.
Right? And it's like literally kids filming themselves making a horror movie, and they just put a mask on and run around, and it's like the most god awful movie I've ever seen. But it was one of like 200 VHS, and I have one. You know what I mean? So is it bad, or is it a cult classic at this point?
It's a collectible now.
Right.
They've numbered it.
Well, now it's vintage. No matter what.
And
like you said,
look it up,
like
you can't find it.
It makes you part of this like exclusive group of people.
Yeah.
So here's a bad movie. I got a documentary style film, and it's all these different extreme people of the 90s. And it was like a clip of Gigi Allen. Karen Black was in it. Full Force Frank was in it. Mike Diana was in it. And it was just like clips of different things, right? There's a band XYZ, and they used to get naked and throw paint on each other or something like that. They were really wild on stage.
Yeah.
So it was a clip of all these different extreme things of the time. And I like the movie. No regular person is watching this. It's awful, right? It's literally just clips that don't coincide. They don't make sense. And here I am, like years and years later, and I was in a library in the children's section, of all places, right? And this librarian was talking to me about the festival, and then she was like, "Oh, you really got to meet this guy. He does plays." And I was like, "How do I not know this guy?" And she's like, "Yeah, he's going to do a play about Mike Diana." And I was like, "Are you serious?" I'm the only one that knows about this guy. So I was like, "I have a VHS with him in it." And she lost her mind. She was like, "Really?" So now we're having this intimate conversation about this extreme sign maker who got arrested in Florida in 1994 for and it's just, I'm the one that has the video of that.
Yeah.
And it's really bad. Like, it's just a bad documentary. There isn't any rhyme or reason.
No.
But now, 40 years later, after I got it, all of a sudden we're like, "Oh, you gotta see this."
Yeah. Now it has value.
Right. Yeah, it's the weirdest thing that I would have never imagined that would ever come up in conversation.
Right.
Ever, never alone in a children's section of a library.
No kidding, right?
Yeah. And if anybody is out there, if you look it up, clear your browser history. That's all I'm gonna say.
That bad, huh?
Yeah. Very extreme fellow.
What's it called?
Well, the name of the movie was Affliction.
Okay.
But the Mike Diana was the guy that came up in conversation. And there's actually a guy in Rhode Island that's going to do a play about him. And I was like, "Oh, yeah."
So
like,
you're gonna go to the
everyone
play?
needs to know about this guy.
Yeah. You going to go to the play?
Oh, yeah. I'm going to promote this play if I can. For those that don't know, Mike Diana wrote Zines, and he was arrested for, I forget what it is, but it's obscenity. He was arrested for obscenity charges for writing and publishing his own Zine. And I was like, and he made like national news because he was so extreme.
Yeah.
Like, so far on his views and so out there and he would do tons of messed up things.
Yeah.
But it was in the privacy of his own home. So technically, where's your freedom?
Yeah.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So they arrested him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close,
and it was a
close
big deal.
the shades.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Draw
so
the curtain.
if it goes to one extreme where people can stand outside of their house and preach religion and whatever, why can't this guy stand on his lawn and preach what he wants?
Right.
You know, and that's what it came down to. How free are we really?
Yeah.
You know, and he might be the most
Pretty topical for nowadays.
Totally. Yeah.
Yeah. So
The hypocrisy.
Some things
That's why
never
everyone
are
needs to
not
see this.
topical,
Right.
though. That's one of them.
yeah. So
Cool. So check out. We'll see the play. We'll have to go see this.
yeah, I can't wait. I'm like asking this guy a million questions about the. Anyway,
Do you know when it is?
No, he hasn't put it together yet.
Okay.
He's still working on
Well,
it.
get cracking out.
Yeah. So
I know he's listening.
So bad film. You never like I thought that was a bad documentary, and then here I am all these years later. I'm like, this is so awesome.
Right.
So you just I don't know.
Well, and we talk a lot about that in general, just like when we find other people that have a common interest.
Yeah.
Like how exciting that is.
Yeah.
So like this is even more like a narrower.
It's like finding your people.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
One of us.
One of us.
The great or good.
So here's the thing, Mark and I, we like bad movies. And what really constitutes a bad movie? Is it lack of heart? Is it special effects? Is it acting? Like, no one can really define a bad
It could
movie.
be any of or a combination of
Right,
any of those
exactly.
things.
Absolutely.
So many factors and variables go into it, like I was saying. And I don't think that people most people don't actually go into it, intending to make a bad film. It just happens.
Right.
Yeah.
But, sometimes that's, like I said, that's the charm of it.
Yeah.
We love them. We love to make fun of them. Sometimes they're like we call cinematic comfort food.
Right.
One of the I grew up watching Creature Double Feature on Channel 56 in Boston. Every Saturday afternoon, they would show two, at the time, B movies, for the lack of a better word. Not all of them were, but most of them were.
Yeah.
And I remember one of my all-time favorite ones, and I brought this up to you. You bought me the T-shirt. Was the Brain That Wouldn't Die?
Excellent one.
Love that movie.
Found it on Mystery
Loved
Science.
it. Scared the shit out of me as
Yeah.
a kid. And actually, I rediscovered it through Mystery Science Theater, and I was like, "This is the movie that scared the fuck out of me when I was a kid." And I was like blown away because here they are making fun of it, and I'm like, "This is fucking awesome."
Yep.
This is awesome. And it's not a very well made movie. The acting is wooden. The script is terrible.
Yeah.
There's little to no action in it, but it's got a really, it's got a scary thing for
It's got a scary
for an
arm.
8 to 10 year old boy. It was a
Sure.
scary monster
It's
behind
a
the door,
hand ripping off a
It's got
guy's
a guy.
arm.
It's got a scientist
Yeah.
gets his arm ripped off, and he
Absolutely.
like bleeds out in front of you. And I'm like, what's not to love?
But
Shot in black and white.
But I think most of those movies, even the one the Mystery Science Theater do, for the most part, there is heart that goes into those. The people making the thing that couldn't die, the brain.
Is it the brain or
die.
the thing that couldn't die?
It's the brain.
The brain.
The
I
thing
did
that
say it
couldn't
right.
die also had a severed head.
But that was a
it
Vincent Price.
hypnotized women.
No,
That's
that
a
wasn't
whole-
Vincent Price.
No, the thing that couldn't die.
That was a Roger Corman movie, though,
Nope.
wasn't it? It was not.
It was not.
Shit.
No, it's
I know the one you're talking about, though.
It's the head of a former.
I'll be Tito tonight.
Oh my God, BT!
He's like a knight, isn't he?
No, he was a former. God, I want to say conquistador.
Yeah.
But
he had armor on. I know that.
No, he didn't. Well, not
the head.
No, he was just the head. He had the beard.
Yeah.
He looked like
Yeah.
Vincent Price.
He did.
And he would hypnotize people, and the people would carry his head around, and he would
Will
hypnotize.
Cowan.
Huh?
Will Cowan. Cowan.
Cowan.
Will
The,
Cowan.
yeah, the thing that
1958.
wouldn't die or
Couldn't die. Yep.
Okay.
So the brain that wouldn't die is
Yeah.
Jan,
the one that
Jan
scared
in
the shit.
pan.
Jan in the pan.
And I think people thought they were making a fun movie.
Yeah.
It's like, we got this talking head in a pan. What's not to love?
Yeah.
Right.
You know? And that one I probably would not watch without the commentary, but there have been a couple I've discovered that I have. You know,
I've
Girl in
definitely
Gold
watched-
Boots is one of them. Time Chasers is one that I'll watch without.
Mitchell.
Maybe not. Oh, Mitchell.
I'd watch
Definitely,
Mitchell
I would
without the
watch
commentary.
Mitchell.
Yep.
I don't think this is a bad film, but they did it. I Was a Teenage Werewolf was another one that I absolutely love, and don't need the commentary for that one. Maybe not Manos, but we have watched Manos without it before and had fun.
Yep. We've done our own riffing.
Yeah.
Space Mutiny. Puma Man,
Birdemic,
You guys want to hear something funny?
Twisted Pair.
I want to. Yeah,
Listen,
go
ahead.
Yeah, because
So we
let's-
talk about bad movies all the time.
we
I
do.
have never seen a Riff Tracks or a Mystery Science Theater.
That's amazing.
Oh man, you gotta.
Not once have I ever watched either of those.
You gotta
and
check it
people
out.
talk
I
to
think
me about them
it's
all the
because
time.
you were
Yeah.
doing it before it was
Right.
a thing, man.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
no, but I don't
yeah.
think I don't think Josh riffs. I think
He just watches, but
watches
he
them.
riffs with
Yeah,
us.
yeah. Well, I will like.
do you
So
like in
I've
your
done-
even
I
if
do
you're alone?
movies
Do you
nights
like kind of comment in your head?
sometimes? But I like it like. Hence the independent film screenings, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So I just did Clay Zombies. Like that was the last one that I did. So it's been a while, but it's a movie about zombies made out of clay.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to win an Oscar, but it's just a fun movie.
Yeah.
But it won your heart.
Yeah,
There
and,
you go.
And you know what? When I did the screening, Jake Jolly was the director sitting behind me. It was me and like 4 of my buddies in the theater.
Yep.
And we were riffing on it because but it was so entertaining. And I told him, I said, "We're gonna riff on this.
Yeah.
So you might hear it because that's what it is."
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, "No, I'm cool with it." And I was like, "If I didn't like it, I wouldn't show it.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a lot of fun.
Right. Yeah.
And it's like the same thing we did with Weird Ear.
Right.
You can riff on stuff and still have a
Absolutely.
really good time
Right.
with it.
Yeah.
Well, and like I said, like it's worse when you can't riff.
Yeah.
If you make a movie that is so bad you can't even
Riff on it.
like you can't riff
Yeah.
on it, then
Well, that was Werewolf Santa.
They were shocked and stunned.
Well, we're shocked.
Yeah, shocked.
Shocked.
And stunned.
Yeah, stunned.
Very stunned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that one
it
just left
was.
us stunned.
Yeah.
couldn't it?
and I really
Yeah.
feel like that's the only one that we've had that.
No, we've had a couple of other ones too.
You guys got to watch Clay Zombies. It's a
Yeah,
lot of
is
fun.
it?
We'll watch
It is
the
a really fun
challenge
movie.
accepted.
Yeah.
I always say that whenever anybody's like, "Oh, this movie sucks," I don't want to see. I'm like,
I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah. I'll show you
So
sucks.
that somebody said that it did suck, and I started laughing. I was like, "Then you missed the point."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
It's a really good hearted, fun movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
better than Werewolf Santa. I think that's the
you're
lowest.
just hating on Werewolf Santa.
Because I didn't come up with it first. First of all,
We better
And
not watch that werewolf
that-
movie
and
tonight.
second
True.
of all-
That was recommended to us by another podcast.
that's right. Oh,
That's
that was
right.
That was
Yeah.
Mike and
Right.
Steve.
That was Mike and
That's
Steve from
right. We did a
Two
did a
Geeks on a
show with them
Microphone.
on them, and I was like,
Yeah.
fucking.
So I listened to that show and I was dying of hysterics. How mad you were that they made you watch that.
It was bad. It's bad. There was.
They took advantage of him. They took advantage of his werewolf.
They did.
You know what it sounded like? It sounded like Tito every time Mark makes Tito watch a movie.
Yeah.
I always say that. I'm like, oh, so this is what Tito feels like.
That's
Oh,
right.
Okay. No, there's no reason that should have been as bad as it was. You know, it
Yeah.
could have been. It's not even fun.
Like I said, they had
No.
potential. There was a lot of potential for that movie.
There
to be
was.
a fun ride.
I didn't
and
see it.
wasn't.
I saw no potential.
No.
Nothing. All right, good. So the bottom line is, I like
movies are
bad
good.
movies. What makes a bad movie? Maybe.
Like I said, tons of factors, tons of variables could go into making a bad movie bad, or a movie bad.
Right.
But
I guess whatever you won't watch again makes a bad movie.
and
the
it's
singular
subjective
person.
too. Yeah,
right,
exactly.
absolutely.
It's all subjective. Like
Sure.
what I hate, Derek might love, or vice versa. You
Absolutely.
know, or-
Right.
I can think of plenty of A24 movies I'm never going to go near
right.
again. But
And
I
I'll
will
love them.
gladly watch Mitchell again and
would
again.
too.
I will check out Clay Zombies, and I will probably get more out of that than I did the Vivitch. Or
If you
something
need a
like
list
that.
of
I like
really
the
bad
Vivitch.
I know.
movies,
A
can
lot of
give you
people
one.
like the Vivitch, and you know what?
I'm a Robert
That's
Eggers fan.
But where can you
fine.
like? All right, so that one is it available?
I know,
anywhere?
but all I can think of is C-Lab. Sorry.
Clay's is it available anywhere? Because you like.
Yeah, you can. It's streaming on Freeverse and Tubi, I think.
All right.
Okay,
All
cool.
right,
cool.
Check it out.
Like honestly, it's like it's a movie about zombies that are made of clay.
Yeah.
So you know what
So
you're
it's
going
stop
into.
motion?
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, I
Yeah,
like
which
stop
is
motion.
See,
also
that's
really
fun.
cool.
Yeah.
Stop
My
motion
shoe
is
right
so
now.
much fun.
Yeah,
Put it on
There
there.
was a movie called Stop Motion a couple of years ago that
On
was about
Shudder.
that I wanted to see, and I haven't had the chance to see it yet.
Yeah.
And Phil Tippett's Mad God.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
I still haven't seen that one
Yeah,
yet.
I did watch it. It was very strange.
I like strange.
So here's something. What do you do when you love a filmmaker and they make a film and it
Yeah.
completely sucks?
I would
let it
forgive
go.
him. Yeah, I can forgive him.
It depends.
Okay.
You know.
So I watched.
Absolutely.
Well, it depends. If they make one, I'll let it go.
Right.
Twice, fine. But
Yeah.
if you're like M. Night Shyamalaning
Oh, yeah.
it, then you're gone.
Yeah.
So I watched Diary of a Cannibal when it came out.
Okay.
I got the DVD immediately, and it was a loop. It was like the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over. And it was like a memory thing. Like, I don't know how to even explain it, but it was literally like
Because he was a
looping.
cannibal, like he only had like a short-term memory. that
So
was
they
just
kept
replaying in
showing the
his
same
mind?
scene just to eat up time.
Oh shit!
Kind of thing.
Okay.
And I was like,
it wasn't.
oh.
It wasn't clever then.
Yeah, but the director, I forget who it was at this particular moment, but I've got like 4 or 5 of his films, and I loved all of them except that one.
Wow.
And that always like sticks out to me as like this is the worst film I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know, and
Manos did that.
other people like it.
You're
But
gonna,
there was
gonna
a-
come across it, man.
Like a re-looped scene that they kept using the same B-roll. And,
the soundtrack.
and what was the other one with the sunrise?
Oh,
What was it that we watched?
What was that one?
That
a-
was not. It was like a car wash kind of movie.
Yes,
it was
it
two
was.
girls running
Yeah.
a diner, and it was supposed to be like
Car
one of
Hop.
the
Car Hop or something?
Star Hop.
Star Hop.
Star
Yes.
Hop.
Yeah, it was like a 70s, almost like sexploitation movie,
Right.
which didn't have any sex in it. And it was boring and poorly shot.
And they kept showing
They
the
kept
same.
showing the sunrise, and it got so. They even said in the trivia that there was one point where the cameraman fell asleep while filming the sunrise, and you can see the camera start to droop as he's trying to track the sun, and it
Now,
doesn't happen.
does that
And they
make
left it in
you?
the fucking
Does
film.
that make you go back and want to see it again?
Absolutely.
Knowing that?
totally.
Yeah,
So there-
totally.
I love
so
shit like that.
sometimes the behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Which I
Like
think-
whenever I watch a movie, I always thank God for IMDb, because I always look at the trivia stuff.
Sure.
I love it.
Sure. Which is why I think we celebrate Ed Wood's career because of the movie and because of the legends and documentaries behind it.
And I always look to see if there's a riff tracks or an MST3K.
Yeah.
For things.
Yeah.
I find it fascinating. Like most of the movies I watch aren't even good enough to be on IMDb.
Listen, I want to say very quickly, too, that sometimes we are fortunate enough to find people who will, like Josh and another Josh Gravel has also
That's true,
introduced
yeah.
us to some fantastic
Turkish
films.
Spider-Man.
Yep, and I still have to watch. I finally watched Hardware, so we can't yell at me, which is a great movie, by the way.
Was it?
But I have the Paul Naschy films that I still need to see.
I have one of his collections too. Yeah.
I cannot. I'm
No idea
finally
who
going to
that
sit
is.
down.
He was a Spanish film director. He did a lot of like gothic horror movies in the 70s and 60s.
He was a strong man too.
And he wrote, starred, and directed in a lot of his movies.
Absolutely.
Yeah. If not all of them.
And he kind of has
Better than Neil Breen.
Neil
No,
Breen.
this guy had
Neil
talent.
Breen is. I don't celebrate Neil Breen as much as I do everybody else.
No,
I find
no.
his stuff incredibly boring. I will watch 10 minutes of a Neil Breen movie just to get to, like we did with Sarah
With the girls,
and
yeah.
Kathy.
Yeah.
When
We put it on.
Yeah.
Hey, check this trailer out. We're
Right.
actually showing the movie. They're like, how long is this?
But even I can't
this
make
is
it.
horrible.
I
Make
can't.
it
I
stop.
can't make it through one of those again. So
Horror Rises from the Tomb and Panic Beats are like two of my favorite
All right,
Paul Naschy
cool.
films. Is that why?
So I will definitely be talking because I finally have time to watch him. But Josh Gravel, I wanted to give a shout out because he was another one that, in fact, at the last Monster Expo show, he was like at my table and we were talking about blaxploitation movies. He had a ton of them, just firing these titles off the top of his head. Check them out; they're on Amazon. I had never even heard of them.
Wow!
And I'm like, this is great.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. He's good for stuff like that. He really is.
Yeah, Josh and
Is he going to be at the festival this year?
Oh yeah,
Hawking his way? Good.
Yeah,
he's
so
got a
he'll hop
spot
on.
like. Well, it's a small room. Like you're close.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
Good. It's always good to see Josh.
Cool.
He's got like a 12-foot spot.
Oh, nice.
He's the reason I have little Tito.
That's right.
Sits on top of my fridge.
Shout
proudly.
out to Josh Gravel. I
Shout
just
out
talked to
to-
him like 2 days ago. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing him again.
Oh, it's always fun seeing him.
We're
Got to
gonna
do movie
talk
nights
after
with
the
him.
festival.
Yeah, I just texted him on, no, not texted him, but messaged him on Facebook. He had put that he had seen the new Coen, it's not the Coen brothers, but what Ethan Coen did another movie with Margaret Qualley just came out called Honey Don't.
Honey Don't, right?
Yeah, and he went to see it, and I was like, oh, how was it? I loved when they did.
Did he like it?
Drive-Away Dolls together. He did.
Okay, good.
But he didn't like it as much as Drive-Away Dolls, which I thought was really good too. But I'd still like to see it. I like the
her.
Coen brothers
She's
stuff, and
awesome.
I like her.
She's awesome in the Substance.
Yeah, I still have to see that.
Yeah, I still haven't seen
Substance is out there, man. Mm-hmm. Did you see that one yet? Substance?
Yes.
Did you enjoy it?
I actually took the family to see that.
Interesting.
Did you really?
And everybody loved it.
It was. It's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard it's a really cool body horror.
Totally. And it just goes off the rails at the
I want
end.
to see Together.
I do
that
too.
was good.
Yes.
I enjoyed
saw it,
Together.
that's
Yeah,
right.
I told you I did.
That
Yeah.
was his geek flag.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, are we doing geek flags? If
Yeah, let's
so,
do a really
then
quick
we
geek
should
flag if we
probably
can.
wrap this up.
Yeah, because it's getting on 2 hours.
All right,
so.
cool. So, very quickly before we bid you all good night, what's making our geek flags fly, gentlemen? Who's
Josh, you start us off.
Yeah, it should be Mark, but go ahead, Josh. If you have anything, throw it out there.
I know you've been busy with the Dark Arts
Or
Festival.
if you just want to hog the Dark Arts Festival again.
So I just got a shipment of Mad Angel films that I'm super excited about. I haven't been able to dig into them yet, so I'm like, and then I'm a huge there's Human Hibachi. So I got that, and I'm like excited to watch it. But
Is it exactly what we think it is?
Yes. Yes. So I haven't been able to watch these yet. So I'm like really excited. Plus, I was in a short horror film.
Okay,
we saw the clip
just recently. Yeah, and that will be shown in October for the Sinister screenings where we're doing it like Blood and Guts.
Nice.
At Monster Expo Apocalypse.
Oh, cool.
I'm going to be in another. Yeah. I'm going to be in another horror movie, a voodoo horror movie coming up after the festival, and I just did Bryce's film as well. And then I just did another short where I play a demon. So that will be no. So last weekend I did 2 short films last weekend.
Wow.
One on Saturday, one on Sunday.
No kidding.
So they'll both be releasing on. Well, one will be in October. The other one will be out on YouTube, and I don't even have the names of them because they're not even named yet.
Damn.
So those, I'll keep you guys informed.
Absolutely.
They're real quick.
Yeah.
And then I just did Table for Two, which is a comedy. And I was only in it for like 30 seconds, but obviously the best 30 seconds of the movie.
I'm sure it is.
Absolutely.
So those will all come out. I highly recommend everybody go to the Dark Arts Festival. Obviously, I've put a really lot of time and effort and work.
Yes, we can attest to that.
Yeah, and I will be hitting the college area all week for the next week, handing out cards on the street, probably.
Yeah.
Please take these. Come.
Take this, brother. May it serve you well.
Yeah, so that's my geek flag. I'm very excited for the films I'm in, and Halloween Shark is coming up.
Excellent.
Halloween Shark.
I'm acting in a movie called Halloween Shark. It's a remote role, but they're thinking maybe December they're going to start filming that.
Yeah. Cool.
So I'm like super excited about that. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. I really only have one thing. A friend of mine back from the days of when I thought I could make movies many moons ago. And it never happened, but I got to meet some great people. And one of them, a lot of people I'm sure know who is now. Sarah Nicholin was just on Adam Green and Joe Lynch's podcast, The Movie Crypt. She is currently starring in Popeye the Slayer Man, which I can't wait to. She has a super impressive biography of films. Check her page out. Check her out on IMDb. Thank you. I had to think about that for a minute. She is awesome. Super sweet girl. Great person, and very talented. And I'm just very proud of her. She has come very far and worked really hard at it as well. So she is also going to be starring in VHS Halloween. Or has a role in that. The next in the VHS franchise. Yeah, you can see her in things like Return to Dunwich by Richard Griffin. She's in Exhumed. She's, Disco Splatter Queen. Hope I said that right.
Wow, I was in Splatter Disco.
Splatter Disco.
I was in that film.
You probably, I'm sure you know her. I'm sure you've crossed paths with her.
So I was in a scene with Ken Foree.
Ooh.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Yes.
And then I got into a fight with somebody and they cut me out of the movie.
Damn it, Josh. Well, anyway, Sarah did not. She's doing very well, so I just want to give Sarah Nicholin a shout out and keep going. You're doing awesome. And I can't wait to see Popeye the Slayer Man and definitely VHS Halloween.
Yeah, I know you like
VHS
that franchise. Yeah.
They're so good.
I still have to check those out too.
Do it. Derek?
I jumped into Absolute Superman. Have you read any of it yet?
I have not yet. No.
I really like it. I like it a lot, and I've read. I'm 5 issues deep right now. It's been out for a little while, so. but it's this whole like new spin that they're doing right now on all the DC stuff and new versions of characters and new kind of backstories. Very cool. I'm really enjoying it. So this is the second Superman series that I've read, and I liked both of them. So I really think that I may be a Superman fan, and I just might not have realized this.
Holy crap.
Over the years.
So much has changed.
And other than that, I've just, I bought this game a while ago. I think I've even mentioned it on my Geek Flag, but I really didn't dive into the game as much as I have lately. But Assassin's Creed Shadows, which is really good. It takes place in feudal Japan. Awesome story, awesome music, graphics, action, everything. It's one of the best, I think, installments of the whole series. So I've been playing that.
I just got a few things. My wife and I have been watching some TV finally. My daughter has been playing God of War, of all things, for the last 3 weeks, and we finally got a chance to watch something when she took a break. So we watched the first episode of Peacemaker, which we loved. It looks like it's going to be a really good season. Watched the first 2 episodes of Twisted Metal Season 2,
I've heard
which is
awesome.
really funny so far. Really loving it. I saw Nobody 2 the other day.
You did what?
Oh, it's out already.
I did. It is. It's out already. And I went to see it with my dad and my brother on Tuesday night, and it was really good.
Excellent.
It's kind of the same. It's a very formulaic movie. It follows the same exact story as the first one did. Despite that, it was still good. I still had a good time at it. Yeah, I like Odenkirk, and he did a great job in this movie. One of the other things that got me excited is I finally got to see that there's a trailer out for Sisu 2. It's going to be released in November. I didn't even know they were working on a sequel.
Neither did I.
And the trailer looks fucking awesome.
Yeah? I hope it's as good as
Check
the
it
November.
out. Check it out. I
What do we
believe it's
think?
coming out in November.
I think I voted that best movie of 2023.
Yeah.
Right.
We watched it in early 2024, but it came out.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah. Yeah, so I have high hopes for this
Nice.
one. And the trailer looks really good.
Yeah.
What's his name from VFW and Don't Breathe?
Oh, Stephen Lang.
I think he's in it. I think he plays
good.
a Russian. Yeah,
I thought you were going to say he plays his brother.
No.
Because the guy reminded me of him.
He looks like the bad guy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ike from Tombstone.
Yep. Yes.
I'll kill you, Lord
Ike
Dog.
Clanton. That coward.
The worst. All right. Well, listen, we are talking about so definitely check out the Dark Arts Festival. And in the meantime, we have recorded the last few Dark Arts Festivals.
Yeah, we recorded
in the
from
past.
both of the last two that we were at.
You can hear us if you go back and check out our 300 plus episodes that we have for you. If you're a new listener and you're just tuning in and like, wow, are all these like this? No, some of them are scripted and presented to you much better than tonight.
That's right.
I just didn't have the time.
Some of the early ones are real rough.
Yeah.
We know. We've had
Yes.
Josh Dahlin on before, and if you want to go and you want to check any of these out, Brian, where can they go to?
They can go to www.3gdpodcast.com. That's www.3gdpodcast.com. And as Mark said, you'll be able to find all of our past episodes there, along with one-click buttons where you can easily subscribe to us if you haven't already. Hit one of those buttons to the podcast platform of your choice, and you will never miss an upcoming episode. Most importantly, while you're at the website, if you can, there's a space for you to leave a 5-star rating and a review. 5-star rating and a review go a long way to push our little show a bit further forward from the rest of the podcast pack. But most importantly, it makes it easier for others to find us while they're searching for great geeky content like our own. We have some interweb presences out there on the intertubes, and those can also be linked at the website as well. We can be found at Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, and the audio portion of our show can be found weekly at YouTube as well. We have a Ko-fi page, kofi.com/3GD, I believe is the code. If you can't remember that, that's also linked at the website. Just go to the website. And if you like the show and would like to make a small donation to help keep this little thing running, it would be greatly appreciated because, as we say, podcasting is not cheap. And with that, I just want to say thank you out there, everybody, for listening. If you're a new listener, welcome. If you're a longtime listener, welcome back. And most importantly, I wanted to thank Josh Dahlin for joining us again tonight.
Absolutely.
It's always a pleasure when you stop by. Check out Josh Dahlin at horrordepot.com. And most importantly, stop by, if you're in the Providence area, at the Dark Arts Festival this coming September 7th at RISD.
Yeah.
And it'll be a ball. We can guarantee that because the last two were a lot of fun, and this one seems to be even upping the ante. So, check it out. And back to you, Mark.
Wait for that. Thank you, Brian.
Here's your
Thank
cue.
you, gentlemen. Again, Josh, thank you for joining us as well. Until next week, same geek time, same geek channel, whatever. For Three Geeky Dads, I am Mark.
I'm Derek.
I'm Brian.
I'm Joshua.
Joshua. Ooh, fancy.
Oh, we usually got made-up names now.
I am Joshua. Well, thank you, Joshua. And until next time, for Three Geeky Dads, I'm Mark Derek. Yeah, I said that already. Saying good night and keep watching the skies because at least you don't have to see Derek's butthole.
It's winking at me.
Excellent.
It's not really bleached, so it's a joke. It's just a...
Everybody's gonna thank you.
Where's the... Oh, there's the sign.
I saw the sign. Please no.
No? Oh, Ace of Base was the shit, man. I love Ace of Base.
What's wrong with Ace of Base? You just don't like
He doesn't
Sweden.
like...
What? Yeah. Hi, I'm Josh.
I'm Swedish.
Then you-
I'm from Sweden.
ABBA's the shit.
Wait
Ace
a
of
second.
Base.
Hold on. Okay, let's not diss ABBA.
Oh, yeah, ABBA's awesome.
Yeah, I love ABBA.
Ghost is Swedish.
Ghost is Swedish.
That's right.
Ghost is Swedish. Baby Smell.
You know what? I went to see Mamma Mia in the theater.
Yeah.
And they almost threw me out for singing and dancing.
Oh, what jerks! You're getting into the movie,
Which
and
is
that's how
bullshit, because then they end up having... They come in and be like, no, the dance along is next month and costs extra.
So we went to see the play, and they said the same thing, like no singing and dancing.
Oh.
And luckily there was like a row
Right.
of
People
gay
that
men
were.
in front of us. So I was, as soon as they stood up, I was like, and I was like arm in arm with them, leaning over their chairs, like singing and dancing. So rules be damned.
Did you light the black flame candle?
All right.
Gonna invoke the dark spirits.
Let's do it, folks.
Hey, does anybody want something different than this for you gotta...
It's
No,
this.
I have my water.
Okay.
And I don't want this. I want larger bread,
Partner.
so I can have this.
This
Over
isn't,
this.
this isn't working. If I keep folding it, well, don't fold it, Jeff. But look, if I keep folding
It's
it...
catastrophe.
And
Would you eat this? No, I wouldn't eat that.
And look
no.
over here. Who's
I.
in this one?
Exhibit I.
And look in this. Look who's in here. No one. And in this one, look. Oh, there's a little guy. Look, I can't deal. It's just.
What is this shit? Why does it say partner?
Because it's Coke.
Yeah,
Coke,
they
it does the names.
Yeah.
in
Sick of
different
this shit. Just give me a
terms.
can of Coke.
Yeah.
Why does everything have to have a meaning?
I ordered the three geeky dads branding ones, and they sent me partner.
No. So we
Yeah,
would
it just
have
means
cans
Coke
for
is a
that.
partner of the show. We can say that on the air, right?
I don't know if I want to be in bed with those people.
I know. I hear they don't call back.
All right, let's do it up.
All right. Hey guys, yesterday I changed my ringtone.
Did you?
Wow.
Yeah. You're supposed to ask what I change it to.
Oh, whoa.
Remember?
Okay, let's
All right,
do that
ready?
again. Yeah. God, we are at the
However.
anal stage. This is like Freudian,
Yeah.
very Freudian.
However, before.
However, before.
There you go.
However.
There you go.
Before, however. Edit all this out. Edit all
No,
this
this is
out.
great.
For our appetizer tonight, we are going to hand things over to... this is usually Brian's thing. How far back does this love affair of shitty movies go? How much... Sorry, Brian.
You're talking around the mic. It's bugging the shit out of me. It's
I'm
like,
trying to see.
You're trying to look at each other like,
know.
hey, buddy.
I can hear it in my head. It's like his voice keeps going away.
Sorry. My question to you, Josh.
So,
Yeah.
Oh.
See? Do it like
look
Derek.
at that. I want to do that too. I don't want
No, I'm just
gonna
gonna-
break
Go ahead.
this
You can
thing.
do
I'm
it.
Just
Do it.
I won't talk around it anymore. I promise.
I don't know if it'll work
So-
like that, Derek.
No, I know. Now I totally screwed it up.
No, have it hang.
That's why I didn't
But
do
turn
it.
the mic.
Smart enough.
Oh, there you go.
I can edit all this bullshit sound out.
Awesome. All right,
Edit this whole
That's
thing
much better. There we go.
Wow.
Look at that. Now I can see everybody.
It's all nice. I want a nice one.
You do have a nice. It's
You
the
know what
same
this
exact
is?
one.
Yeah, but yours is upside down.
Well, just turn it. Okay.
Turn it.
To everything. Turn.
Now I can
There
see you.
is a
You should do that.
microphone.
Why aren't you doing that?
Because I'm gonna break it, and Brian's
You're
gonna
all
do it for you?
like doing
Wanna do it
this,
for you?
like
beat me. I want to see you. I want to see your face.
Mark's might hold like that. His is the industrial
I
one.
want to start calling
There.
you Mark
Thank you.
Jackson.
There you go.
Just-
Look at that.
Here we
See?
go.
There.
So
This is much
again,
better.
See?
Why have we not done this for like a year?
I don't know.
We're always like,
Yeah.
oh,
Anyway.
All right, never mind.
peekaboo.
It's a new year. We'll start off. Right.
Well, I'm glad.
Where did this freaking love affair of bad movies start for you? Was what I was trying to say. What? How did it begin for you?
Your mission is to go home and find Alice in Pornoland.
Oh.
You're talking about your butthole. All I remember from the movie was the camera angle
Was the
from
caterpillar.
out of the butthole, and it's going, put it in, put it in. And the guy's walking like this, like wiggling.
Oh my God.
And, yeah, the butthole's like, put it in, put it in. Alice in Pornoland. Yeah.
There we go.
Wow.
All right, now
How
I can
come
see
yours
everybody.
is all nice. I want a nice one.
You do have a night. It's the same exact one.